guys, it's Ashley, and I am back with another project for Craftsupplies1 for the month of June. And for this, I actually had a swap that I was going to be doing with a friend of mine here on YouTube, and I knew I wanted to use a bunch of goodies from Julie to alter some containers for her, because we're going to be doing an altered candy drawer. Now this is not done or anything like that. This isn't decorated. I actually want to share the containers, like I said, that I altered using all of the Craftsupplies1 goodies. And so hopefully she's not watching this, but if so, surprise. I used a bunch of fabulous flowers and trims from Julie's shop, both that I received this month in my design team package, as well as goodies that I had in my stash. And I'm calling this project the Shabby Chic Cheap Containers. So if you want to make storage items for your craft room and you want them to be shabby chic, but you're either on a budget or you know, you want to make a volume of items to be able to store, this is going to be perfect for you, because every single item in here, the main container, I got for $1. Some of them actually came two for $1. So I'm going to share that, and you can save the money on the containers and spend the money on fabulous embellishments from Julie's shop to jazz them up. So the first thing that I made were these two super adorable altered pails. Now these came two for $1. They are a lime green color, and our colors are actually like springy, so pink, white, cream, and then like a minty color. But I covered the majority of these up, so there's just that pop of green in the center. So on this one here, what I did was I covered them in a ton of fabric and trims. This beautiful white on white trim here is from Craftsupplies1. I love this, and this one's fabulous because it can be sprayed. I also have this gorgeous white crochet trim that I had in my stash from Julie. I love this also because it can be sprayed, and it's got this awesome crochet texture with a lace, not a lace, but like a ribbon that's intertwined through the center. I used some white burlap and just some other trims that I had in my stash that I love to use in conjunction with Julie's trims. This beautiful pink beaded trim, and then this awesome pink braided trim, Chinese braided trim, is from Craftsupplies1 as well. And what I did was I just wrapped the handle in some seam binding, and I just tied bows on both sides of the little container. And then on the inside, I used some of this, I can't remember the name of it, but it's basically like you can use it to buy bird's nests, and I also found this for $1 at the dollar store. So it's really neat to be able to put some filling in here, and this is going to be filled up with goodies. And then the other altered bucket that I made was this one. So they're the same bucket, but they're very different as far as the trims used and, you know, the order and everything. I used this awesome polka dot trim from Julie's shop. I love this trim. It's organza with like a texture, a printed polka dot texture on there. I also used this beautiful pink braided trim. I used this gorgeous lace and satin trim. This is exactly the same as the white, but it's just not as wide, and this is a two-tone, and this is also from Julie's shop. You'll also notice some more of the crochet trim that I used as well, and then the burlap that I had in my stash. There's another row of the gorgeous pink braided trim, and then another little frou-frou. I gave it a little frou-frou tutu here on the bottom with the beautiful white trim from Julie's shop as well. And then again, I just wrapped the handle and put some little seam binding bows on the side. So those fit in there just like that. And then I also altered these two cutesy little containers. These came two for a pack for $1 as well. And they are so adorable. And these here They open just like this, so you can put goodies inside, and they have a seal, so you could even put like, I think they're even like food safe, but I'm going to be putting crafty treats in there, and it just locks like that. I just used this beautiful little bow embellishment that I made with this little doily and flower, and then just a doily for my stash. And Julie has tons of fabulous doilies that she sells, and every time she sends them to me, I use them all. So I'm going to be using the rest of those on another project. I used some of this beautiful braided trim here as well, and then I used some little acrylic flowers for my stash. And then I used the beaded trim here all the way around. And I used this beautiful two-tone trim again along the bottom to give it a little froofy kind of feel. So super cute. And then this one as well, I used the braided trim, and because I wanted them to be coordinating, and then I used this two-tone trim as well. I also used the braided trim here. And then again, I just layered up some handmade embellishments. And I used this making the We Are Memory Keepers, I think it's the envelope punch or whatever. I shared a video on it if you're interested in knowing how to make these. And then I just layered up some doilies for my stash as well. So those are the two little altar containers. And then, oops. I also altered these two little goodie containers. Now this one I just filled up with some little baubles that I had, which Julie sells baubles in several different colors. She's got a bunch of different varieties and a lot of acrylic gems and acrylic pieces as well. So I just wanted to pay tribute to that. So I just put some little acrylic baubles in here, and these are these also came 2 for $1 as well. And I just used some bling for my stash to kind of jazz this one up here. And then here on the top, I just used some flowers for my stash. I used this beautiful little organza flower here with the rhinestone center. That is from Craftsupplies1. And then these little calla lilies that I shared on my coffee sleeve project, those are also from Craftsupplies1, and they're one of my favorites from Julie's shop. I love them so much, so I'm definitely going to have to be getting more of those. And then you'll see I just used some other little odds and ends that I had in my stash, and a little piece of bling here. And then I just stickled some of the flowers. And then on this one here, the same thing. I just used some little odds and ends, and then there's these beautiful organza flowers from Julie's shop, and then these gorgeous calla lilies, which are also from Craftsupplies1. And this one I just left plain, and I just put a little tiny bling on there. So yeah, I just wanted to share those super chic and cheap shabby containers that you can make yourself, and you know, you can even make for others, send to friends for racks or swaps, or you know, you could even make them and sell them if anybody was interested in having you create some custom colors like I did here with the pink and the green and the purple and the mint. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy the containers. Let me know what you think down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And you guys can find all of the gorgeous trims and flowers embellishments that I shared here on this project on Craftsupplies1. And you can find that on both Zibbit and on Etsy. And Julie is always doing sales, so I typically will tell you guys again on Facebook or on YouTube, depending on what types of sales are going on. So just stay tuned for that. And I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Bye!